Man indicted for alleged $23 million Ponzi scheme. Paiute Tribe hosts rally at Utah Capitol. And your weekend weather forecast is coming up with highs, lows, and everything you need to know for the days ahead.
You're watching St. George News at 5, brought to you by our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law.
Good afternoon, I'm Monica McLaughlin. A Washington City man accused of running a $23 million Ponzi scheme remains in federal custody after a detention hearing in St. George. Thomas Paul Madden, already convicted of passing $500,000 in bad checks last year, now faces multiple federal charges, including wire fraud and money laundering conspiracy. Prosecutors allege Madden and a co-defendant defrauded 200 investors using funds for personal expenses while falsely promising returns. Madden's case is set for a jury trial in April. A rally at the Utah Capitol brought attention to the stalled Indian Family Preservation Act as supporters urged lawmakers to advance the bill before the legislative session ends. The bill, sponsored by House Minority Leader Angela Romero, would allow Utah tribes to set foster home standards and address child custody proceedings. But it remains in the House Rules Committee. Paiute Indian Tribe of Utah advocates argue the measure is essential to protecting Native American families and culture identity, while opponents question the need for separate legislation. Supporters are calling on the public to contact legislators to push the bill forward. Let's take a look at your weekend weather forecast, brought to you by Casablanca Resort and Casino. Currently in St. George, it's sunny at 73 degrees with tonight's low expected to be 41. Tomorrow, anticipate a high of 76 and a low of 45, while on Sunday, we should see a high of 68 and a low of 41. In Mesquite, it's presently sunny at 77 degrees with a low of 49 tonight. Saturday's high will reach 79 with a low of 50, and Sunday we'll see a high of 72 and a low of 46. Cedar City is sunny and 59 degrees now, with tonight's low at 30. Expect a high of 62 and a low of 35 tomorrow, and on Sunday a high of 56 and a low of 27. A statewide competition at the Rural Water Association of Utah's annual conference in St. George has crowned Harmony Farms Water Users Association as the provider of the best tasting water in Utah. For more on the competition and what's next for the winners, here's Maury Kessler.
Every year, the Rural Water Association of Utah gathers in St. George to recognize the state's best drinking water. This year's winner was Harmony Farms Water Users Association in New Harmony, followed by Francis City and the Hannah Water and Sewer District. Judges like National Rural Water Association Secretary Paul Fulgham evaluate water based on clarity, odor, and taste, with winners earning a trip to Washington, D.C. to compete nationally. Last year's Utah champion, Bear River Water Conservancy District, even won the national title.
It's a tough test because if you look at the scoring, there's not a lot of difference between the samples. You know, one thing about Utah, we have high quality H2O. I mean, you know, I can't say it like Adam Sandler can, but we have great water in our state.
Rural Water Association of Utah Executive Director Dale Pearson said the conference also serves as a vital hub for training, networking, and advocacy, ensuring Utah's water systems, both big and small, continue to deliver safe, high-quality water statewide.
You know, we've got hundreds of people sitting in classrooms here at the Dixie Center, and they're receiving quality training, getting, information that they need to do their jobs better. So we do that, but we also do what we call technical assistance. And that is where we will go out if a system is having a problem. So it's all training, it's all assistance to make the water systems operate better and make them provide better service, help them provide better service to their communities, and make sure that everybody in the state of Utah and throughout the nation, because there's one of our organizations every state in the nation, make sure that everybody in the country is receiving safe, clean drinking water and is providing wastewater treatment so the water that's going back into the environment is clean.
Thanks, Maury. A hidden speakeasy-style bistro in St. George is creating a buzz with its craft cocktails, homemade flavors, and immersive dining experience. For a closer look inside Book Club Bistro, here's Jesse Bang.
Book Club Bistro has officially arrived in St. George, bringing a hidden speakeasy vibe to the back of Social District Boutique, where craft cocktails and bold flavors await. A bookshelf separates the two spaces, swinging open to reveal a moody, hidden retreat where every dish is made to order and inspired by home cooking and worldly adventures. Book Club Bistro co-owner and general manager Peyton Crawford shares the inside scoop on the vibe and special touches she hopes will create an unforgettable experience.
Coming to book club, I really just want people to get an experience. I want them to be able to escape life. And once they come to that bookcase, they're in a different place, they're in a different time zone. They can just relax and sit back and enjoy the experience. Eat good food, drink good drinks, and have a good social environment where they can just escape the everyday life.
The craft drink menu, featuring both cocktails and mocktails, is all about the experience. Expect creative twists like an old-fashioned served inside a hollow book, complete with a flask for a little DIY fun. The menu may be on the smaller side, but it's packed with variety and creative flair. Co-owner Christy Proctor shares the inspiration behind her handcrafted dishes and the flavors that make them stand out.
Our menus here at Book Club are most of them are my family menus. Menus we make at home, or things that we make at home. And like this bruschetta is a bruschetta that we make, and then my kids make. My daughter serves it at her book clubs. And I've lived back east, so that's where my crab cake came from. It's blue crab. And so the crab beef's amazing.
The owners want every guest to leave not just with a satisfied palate, but with an unforgettable experience that keeps them coming back for more.
But mostly we just find things you can't find in St. George now. So my favorite dessert's affogato. So serving an affogato, and you can get it with amaretto, which is really makes it firmly in the mood state.
Thank you for watching St. George News at 5. To learn more about our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law, go to wewininjurylaw.com. I'm Monica McLaughlin with St. George News, your #1 source for local news.
This has been St. George News at 5, brought to you by We Win Injury Law.